The planned reboot of the iconic supernatural drama, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, will no longer move forward at Hulu, according to confirmation from Variety. The news was shared directly with fans by Sarah Michelle Gellar, who portrayed the original Slayer in the beloved television series, through a heartfelt message posted on her Instagram account. In the video, Gellar expressed her disappointment about the project's cancellation and explained that the streaming platform had ultimately decided not to continue with the proposed series, which had been titled Buffy, New Sunnydale. She said she felt it was important that fans hear the news from her personally. Gellar acknowledged how meaningful the character of Buffy remains to her and to audiences around the world, adding that the decision does not change the lasting connection people have with the franchise. In her message, she also joked with fans that if the apocalypse ever truly arrived, they could still reach out to her. The reboot project had first been announced in February 2025, when Hulu gave a pilot order for the series. The show was being developed by 20th Television and Searchlight Television, and Oscar-winning filmmaker Chloe Zhao had been attached to direct and executive produce the pilot episode. Zhao's involvement generated significant excitement among longtime fans of the franchise as well as newcomers, given her acclaimed work in film. The proposed series, titled Buffy the Vampire Slayer, New Sunnydale, was designed as a continuation of the original universe rather than a direct remake. Rising actor Ryan Kiera Armstrong had been cast as the new Slayer, who would lead the story, while Sarah Michelle Gellar was set to return in a recurring role as Buffy Summers, acting as a mentor-like presence to the next generation of vampire hunters. The pilot episode had already assembled a supporting cast that included Fally Rakido Havana as a character named Hugo, Ava Jean as Larkin, Sarah Bach as Gracie, Daniel DiTomaso as Abe, and Jack Cutmore Scott as Mr. Burke. Together, they were expected to form the core group of characters surrounding the new Slayer in the modern-day version of Sunnydale. Although Hulu has decided not to move forward with the pilot at this time, sources close to the project indicated that the franchise itself remains highly valued. According to those sources, there is still considerable affection for the Buffy universe within the industry and among fans, and the possibility of revisiting the intellectual property in another form in the future remains open. In other words, the door has not been completely closed on new stories set within the Buffy world. Behind the scenes, the creative team attached to the reboot included writers and showrunners Nora Zuckerman and Lila Zuckerman, who were set to oversee the project as executive producers. Additional executive producers included Sarah Michelle Gellar herself, along with Gail Berman, Fran Kazooie, Kaz Kazooie, and music legend Dolly Parton, who has long been connected to the Buffy franchise through her production company. Notably absent from the project was original series creator Joss Whedon, who was not involved in the development of the new iteration. The Buffy franchise has a long and influential history in pop culture. It began with the 1992 film Buffy the Vampire Slayer, directed by Fran Kazooie and written by Joss Whedon, with Christy Swanson playing the title role. While the film achieved moderate success, the concept gained far greater recognition when it was reimagined as a television series several years later. In 1997, Buffy the Vampire Slayer premiered as a television show on the WB network, with Sarah Michelle Gellar stepping into the role of Buffy Summers. The series quickly became a cultural phenomenon and ran for 7 seasons, blending supernatural action, drama, humor, and coming-of-age storytelling. Over the course of its run, the show built a passionate fan base and became widely regarded as one of the most influential genre series in television history. The show also featured a memorable ensemble cast that included Nicholas Brendon, Allison Hannigan, Charisma Carpenter, Anthony Stewart Head, David Boreanaz, Seth Green, and James Marsters. Their characters formed the Scooby Gang, Buffy's close group of friends and allies who helped her battle vampires, demons, and other supernatural threats. The success of the original series eventually led to a spin-off titled Angel, which starred David Boreanaz reprising his role as the brooding vampire with a soul. That series aired on the WB as well and ran for 5 seasons, further expanding the Buffy universe and cementing the franchise's place in television history. Despite the disappointment surrounding the cancellation of the planned reboot, fans remain hopeful that the enduring popularity of Buffy the Vampire Slayer will eventually lead to another attempt to revive the world of slayers and supernatural battles in the future.